What's up, y'all? I want to speak about the recent news about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence renegotiating, back in talks. I gotta do the Errol Spence. I ain't believing it. And the reason why I'm not believing it is because it's like the same pattern. It's like they're doing the same thing they did, or they're doing the same thing that they're doing with the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis situation. It was like Tank didn't even have a fight yet with what's the guy's last name? Garcia? Was it a Garcia? The other dude, the last dude that Tank fought. They were already saying that, oh, Tank and Ryan Garcia already agreed, and after this fight, they're going to fight. Like as if they just knew for sure. Okay, of course, Tank won, but they just knew for sure Tank was going to beat this guy. Excuse me. And they were just setting it up perfectly for Ryan Garcia. First, they were saying, oh, Ryan Garcia is going to take a fight too in between. And then they was like, oh, no, you don't need another fight. Just go ahead and wait for Tank. But I don't know, man. I'll believe this fight. First and foremost, I believe this fight between Tank and Ryan Garcia is going to happen when I see them at the press conference and it's actually in the works, to where we're not going to see a last-minute mysterious tweet from Ryan Garcia again and say, oh, I have more mental problems, I have to take another break. Man. And then now they're doing the same thing with Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Errol Spence, it's been talks that he's going to fight Thurman, but he's not confirming or denying it. He's not tweeting about that. He's tweeting other things that have nothing to do with his upcoming fight date. Like, he still has yet to have a fight date. They're going to show this. We don't even know if that video, that tape of him training is really real. It could have been we don't know if that tape of him training recently, it was even recent. It could have been from last year sometime. But if this is him training, we still don't know who he's training for. Why can't he confirm or deny whether he's going to fight Thurman or not? Why can't he tweet Bud Crawford back and say he's going to spin the block? They're going to just play this mystery game. So why should I believe, and why should boxing fans believe that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence are renegotiating? Have they said that? Remember the last time they came out and said something was happening? Mayweather came out of nowhere and said, well, did you see Errol Spence tweet that? Did you see Bud Crawford tweet that? I mean, if they haven't tweeted it, I'm not going to believe it. If they ain't tweeted, I don't believe it. Straight like that. Like, why should I go get my hopes up? And why should we all get our hopes up thinking, oh, maybe it's finally going to happen? And next thing you know, they announced that Errol Spence is going to be going another route. Well, why not go the easy route? It's like, are y'all just doing this to hype up the Thurman Spence fight? It's like y'all ain't getting no traction. Y'all see nobody's rocking with PBC like that no more. It's a lot of their fanboys and their cheerleaders are trying their hardest. They working overtime to just try to keep PBC alive. And the way they're doing that is sabotaging Bud Crawford, trying to sabotage him. But who's really the big fish? Bud Crawford is in movies. Bud Crawford is in video games. Bud Crawford is still at the top pound for pound. But Errol Spence is the big fish, huh? I said this on comments. I think I commented on Bushido boxing, or somebody's, I think it was Bushido's boxing. And I mentioned on there, I said how Bud is all in video games and all this stuff like that. And then I also commented and said, and I asked, has Errol Spence been ranked higher than Bud Crawford? whether he was a lightweight or when he moved up to welterweight. I'll wait. It's like, y'all gotta make stuff make sense, man. Bud Crawford is the real big fish. Bud Crawford is the real boogeyman. Errol Spence, he's a prodigal son of he's the prodigal son of PBC. That's all he is. He is Al Heyman's golden child. That's what he is. He is the golden child for PBC. And they're going to protect him as much as they can until they're sick and tired of him. They're going to get sick and tired of him eventually. And then they're going to expose him, and they're going to reveal to us some things about him that Errol Spence don't want people to know. I ain't talking about his street business and his anything outside of his profession. I'm talking about things within his profession, things that he's been lying about, trying to cover up, and things that he has been making excuses about. It's going to all be revealed to us eventually. But right now, they're riding the wave. They're doing everything they can to try to stack up their money, save their brand, and save face. So I'm getting tired of the games that these clowns that are running professional boxing are playing on people. It's like, it's goofballs, man. Everybody, whether it's the WBC president, the Espinosas, the Mike Coppingers, like, who are you goofies, man? Y'all some weirdos. They hired y'all to just keep everybody in the dark about what's really, really going on behind the scenes in boxing. Because that's what they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about what's really going on in boxing behind the scenes and how they're mistreating these fighters. But I call cap on this Bud Crawford and Errol Spence negotiations thing. Why? Because Errol Spence has yet to tweet back to Bud Crawford to say whether he's going to spin the block. And Errol Spence has yet to confirm or deny whether he's going to fight Thurman or not. So, and then speaking of Thurman, where the hell is Thurman? Has Thurman said anything? Has he confirmed or denied that he's fighting Errol Spence? That's what I'm talking about. Like, and people be falling for this nonsense. But while while PBC is playing all these games, and WBC is protecting the games of PBC, Bud Crawford is living his life. Bud Crawford is not going to participate in this circus with you clowns. So, no, I don't believe it. I won't believe it until... I won't even believe it if they announce and say breaking news, the fight is going to happen. I'm going to believe it when they have a press conference, when they actually sit down in the same room, at the same table, across from each other, to where one can look over and the other can look over and be like, yeah, it's time. But until that day, I call cap. I don't believe this shit. I just think it's another publicity stunt. Another way to try to keep people tuned in and interested into PBC and getting everybody's hopes up into thinking that this fight is possibly still going to happen between Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. But the truth is, Errol Spence has been hiding. He has been hiding. He cannot come out and say anything when it comes to Bud Crawford. But he can come out and tweet Conor Benn, accuse him of being on steroids. He can come out and tweet other people that comment and ask him questions on his posts. But when is he going to say anything to or about Bud Crawford? Scary? Scary, dog. Like, god damn. Keyshawn Davis was not lying when he said, nigga, Bud Crawford is like that. Scary? Disgraceful, man. You are not the big fish. You little fish now, Spence. You are not the big fish. Because you scary. PBC. Everybody's scary over there. Every time they mention Bud Crawford, everybody got a... Bud Crawford? No. I don't know. Everybody just... They brain shut down. Every time they mention Bud Crawford. Y'all, that's scary? To even face Bud Crawford and say whether or not y'all really want to smoke with him. Y'all don't want to smoke with him, because if y'all really wanted to smoke with Bud Crawford, y'all would be doing any and everything. Steve Fulton, unfortunately, he exposed that because he's on the PBC and he demanded that he wanted to fight Inu, whatever the Asian guy is, and he's going to fight him. So Errol Spence, you're looking bad, buddy. You're looking bad. You have yet to say, hey, they need to make this fight happen. You should have been pulling the same thing that Bud Crawford pulled on Top Rank. They wasn't trying to get him to fight. He thought they was just trying to just really, really play with his life and not give him what he wanted. So he was like, all right, I'm done. My contract is up. Now I'm really headhunting for Errol Spence. What Errol Spence been doing? Hiding behind his promotional company instead of trying to do the same thing Bud did. He should have been like, hey, nigga, I'm done with PBC. They're not giving me the fight I want. I've been said I want Bud Crawford. They're not giving me that fight. But no, you hiding because you scary. You don't want the smoke. So you're going to listen to what your daddy tell you to do and stay out the way and quiet. Tweet your little fans and tweet other boxers and stuff just to let people know that you're still alive. But you're not going to go live when it comes to Bud Crawford. So keep your scary ass on your farm, dog. Because you PBC boxers are disgraceful, dog. No respect for you clowns, bro. Destroying boxing. That's what y'all doing. PBC. Professional black clowns. Y'all need to start manning up because y'all making the black community look bad with this situation. Bud Crawford, he a real one. Bud Crawford is like that. Scary?